What's up, guys? Let's continue the 12 rules for life. We're on rule number 5, and rule number 5 is do not let your children do anything that will make you dislike them. Now, I think this rule was meant for an older audience because I'm only 20 years old. I guess I haven't really thought of how I would raise my kids. But when I think about it, my parents raised me in a way that I wouldn't be able to do anything that would make them feel bad or them feel that I've done something that makes them dislike me. And Dr. Peterson says the same thing. He says that from youth, you should teach your kids to do something that will always make you at least not dislike them. But if you do this way too late, like in teenage years, the child might retaliate in some way or another because they're already influenced by their friends or other people that may have come into their lives as well. So it's your job to instill values into your child as early as possible so that they can use those values and become a better person through those values. All right, that was a quick rule. Let's move on to rule number 6. Rule number 6 is set your house in perfect order before you decide to criticize the world. Now, this is really meaningful in many ways. A lot of times we find ourselves criticizing people on the internet, like the news, the politicians, or maybe even people that are in our lives, like our friends or something, and we fail to recognize our own shortcomings. And by criticizing other people, we're kind of using our ego to give ourselves a boost of confidence. And this confidence is rooted from the wrong source and can lead to a lot of negativity. So the point of this rule is to basically make sure that every part of your life is set on a good path. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the most successful person in the world, but you should at least be on a path of moral goodness and a path of righteousness. And until you're at that point, which a lot of people and most of the people in this world probably aren't, you don't have the right to criticize another person that's also imperfect. Everybody has their own shortcomings. You don't know what perspective other people are coming from. You don't know their background or different things, especially if you're criticizing people that are on the news or politicians or celebrities. So with this rule, Dr. Peterson emphasizes that everyone has their own pain and everyone is destined for pain at some point in their lives. And this is true. At any point in your life, you've probably experienced some sort of pain, whether it's something simple or something deeper. Another thing that he says is the world gives people what they deserve. So if somebody has done bad things in their life, they'll probably go to prison, or if somebody's done good things in their life, they'll be rewarded. So people have different levels of things that they deserve, and they will get what they deserve. The point is, throughout all these pains and challenges, you use each of the challenges as a stepping stone rather than a hindrance. So if I've failed in something, I use it as a means to do better next time or get better at this one thing. So instead of making excuses, instead of using things as hindrances, we use things as challenges, as obstacles that we just need to get past. The main point of this rule is to clean up your life before you try to clean up other people's lives. And until you've cleaned up your life, how can you possibly be responsible for another person's life? So those are rules 5 and 6. I'll see you guys next time for rule number 7.